Hey y'all, welcome to Together Homestead. Today we're going to talk about why there's tape on my goat's teats. Need it, Udder. Last night, for the first time, I put tape on some of my goat's teats. There's quite a few reasons that you could do this. Usually it goes on you're trying to wean the kids. For the last few months, last 3 or 4 months, I've been taking the kids away at night. And I have a little mini pen right next to my box that the babies would sleep in just in there, and then they would come back out in the morning right after I'm done milking. Well, 2 of my girls are getting to the point where they're close to 4 months old, and I don't want the bucks to breed them. Granted, there is a fence between them and the bucks, but it does not have hot wire, and I know fence breeding does happen. So I'm at the point of my 2 oldest girls, I don't want them bred. Obviously, they're only 4 months old. So I decided from here on out, I'm going to let all the babies stay in with mom. Moms are happy because they have their babies. Babies are happy because they have their moms. They just don't get milk. So this is Katara. Her babies are about 6-7 weeks old, I think. They were born March 2nd. And she still has tape on her teats. Now, she has a pretty smallish udder, but that's okay because it's her first time ever having babies. It's very beautiful, but they didn't get the tape off last night, so that's really exciting. Let's see what we get. Well done. There you go. Empty udder. Well, I didn't empty out every last drop because she still has 2 babies on her. So now we get to let the babies nurse. Toph get her teats taped up because Toph doesn't have any babies here. She doesn't have any babies here. So, just Toph. She's got a saggy boob. Turn around, ma'am. Look at that big old udder. Lots of milk. Well done. This is a good girl. Henna's turn. Let's see. She still has tape on both teats. She only has a single on her right now, who she should be weaning, but she's not. So let's get her milked out. All right, ma'am. You ready? She's a little stompy today. Spilled a little, but that's okay. She's pretty much empty. Alright, Stompy Child. This is Cora. She doesn't get milked. She's a myotonic, aka fainting goat. But she still gets great because she has a baby on her. But it's not really worth milking her. But a teeny tiny udder. Look at that. I get a few squirts. So I don't even separate her baby from her. I didn't tape her teats. But, fun fact, if you have a myotonic and you want them to get on a milking stand, you gotta spot them. because she gets so excited to get up on this milking stand that every day she at least goes stiff. Well, today she jumped up when I was still trying to put food in the bucket and I wasn't spotting her. So Miss Ma'am fell off the milking stand. Sorry, Cora. But that's okay. She's fine. She's not hurt. She's used to it. She's not even mad. She is shedding her winter coat, so it's like all kinds of... Ugh. She looks kind of rough looking up there. But look at that. Ew. Yeah, she's okay. Just if you ever have a myotonic and want them on the milking stand, pay close attention to them. Don't let them jump up by themselves, because I have to spot her every single day, and I usually am standing behind her ready to catch her butt and lift her up on the stand if she misses, but not today. Sorry. Time for the fun one. There's May. There's May. May hates to be milked, so she's gonna go to a new farm soon. The only reason she hasn't yet is because she has a 4-month-old on her still, Paprika, who broke her leg. You have a dirty bum, ma'am. Why is your bum so dirty? But she also still has both teats on, or both tapes on. Yay! None of the babies got the tape off, so that worked out. We're gonna keep doing that because I can't expose those baby buildings to the bucks anymore with them getting close to 4 months. Yeah. This girl has to be hobbled. I can't milk her otherwise. Been like this for 2 seasons. Now, May likes to sit in the bucket, as you saw during that video. That's why she's not gonna stay. She's beautiful. She has her babies unassisted. She has had twins 3 times. She is a fantastic mother. She's not a snuggle goat. She's fine being touched if you have food. Like, she doesn't let me just do this out in pasture. Look, I don't even have to force her out in the milking area. Hey, hold on. Go on. Come on, Demi. There she goes. Paprika! Your mama's here. Demi's turn. Demi's not in milk. Demi, we found out yesterday, is pregnant. She has been coppered, so some of this discoloration will darken back up. You can tell that it's already growing out really well. But found out that this lady ma'am is babies. So we're really excited about that. She is due in August, we're guessing. I know the buck that bred her, but I do not own the buck that bred her. But yeah, she's a good girl. And I'm really excited to meet her babies. Really, really, really excited to meet her babies. Demi! So, she doesn't get much food. She only gets a handful. Just whenever I let her on the milk stand, I'll give her a little handful. And that is just to get her trained to the stand so she gets excited to come in here. So when it is time to milk her, I don't have to fight. Now she's different because she's registered. And the buck she was bred to is registered. And she will be the first ever registered doe on our property to have registerable babies. So I'm excited to see what she comes up with, because that's my milk. It's about a quart. Ever so slightly less than a quart. This is on an incline, so slightly less than a quart. That's 100 milliliters. Line is right here. From 4 goats. That's not normal. So this is obviously only half the day. I'll get almost the same amount later today. At nighttime, I'll get a little bit less because we kid share. So this is the kids haven't nursed all night. And at night, I'll get probably that much because the kids will have nursed all day. But Toph is my highest producer. She provided half of this. So this is like 3 goats. And this is the 1 goat that doesn't have babies on it right now. Demi, do not get in that bucket. You've had enough. Switched out to Gypsy. Hey, Gypsy. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Hi, your babies. Gypsy is my little doeling. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it right up here. We just found out yesterday that Gypsy is pregnant. She's 8 months old. And the technician's estimate, she's gonna have babies in about 3 weeks. So she'll be about 9 months old when these babies are born. We have trimmed up her butt so we can see that little baby udder. The little baby udder. And we're keeping a close eye on her. Obviously, it's not a good thing she was bred this early, but what is good is we saw confirmed at least 2 heartbeats, maybe more. We can't tell because at this point the kids are so big, you just can't see. It was just overlapping spines. So I think I possibly saw a third. We never saw a third heartbeat, but I think I might have seen a third like body structure. So we'll see what she has, but she should be kidding mid to late May-ish. Estimated. Could be earlier. I'm watching her and checking her every day, but again, she doesn't get much grain. She only gets the tiniest little handful, and that's just to train her to the milk stand because, especially her, with her being so little and mature, we don't want to give her a lot of milk or a lot of grain because we don't want those babies to grow too big. We want them to stay as little as possible because she is not old enough to be having babies at all. When I purchased her, she was about 6 months old. And the intention was to breed her in November for fall 2024 babies. So she would have been closer to 1.5 years when she would be bred. But no, she had different plans. So, surprise, ma'am, you're as big as all my Nigerian dwarfs. She's a mini La Mancha, so she'll be much bigger than this. I mean, she has everything going for her. She's decently wide in the back. She is a beautiful girl. She's super healthy. We have no issues with her whatsoever. No health issues, no behavioral issues. She was kind of feral when I got her. Now I can snuggle her if I can catch her. Once I catch her, she's fine. Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am. You can't get in that bucket. You can't get in that bucket. But she is at the point where she doesn't necessarily want to be loved and snuggled, but she knows I'm not going to cause her any harm. Hey, hey, hey. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Hey, hey. Can I have a kiss? Come here. Hey, come here. Hey. Oh, I sniffed my phone. She's a good girl, but I'm a little nervous about her still. We'll see. Anyways, check out the video for ultrasound because it's really cute, but it's kind of hard to tell because honestly the video is not that great. And it was really hard to tell what was going on in her, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I do not plan on letting her raise these babies. First of all, she's tiny and immature, and I just don't know how she'll handle them. So her babies are pretty much decided they're all going to be bottle babies. We'll raise them. We'll still give them her milk, but I don't want to force her to do all that when she's still a baby herself. I don't want to give her that responsibility. She might not be able to carry that mantle as well as she will next time she gets bred, which will be next year. So she'll get bred again for probably fall babies next year. Not really sure. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how she recovers. I might give her an extended time more so than I normally do because I usually give my does around 7 months is their resting period before they get rebred, and then they get weaned off of milking. But I'll probably give her more than that since she's already getting this heavy of a load at this young. So, what I use to tape the teats, I use a medical tape that my chickens have knocked down. Hold on one second. Alright, so this is my medical tape. It is meant to hold on like gauze and bandages on your body. It comes off fairly easily, but it has to be removed with intention. So like the babies can't just suck it off. They get 4 layers of tape over the orifice. So like I make an X kind of, and then I have extra layers of tape right just on the bottom that fold up, and then one tape around. I tape very loosely because the teat does expand and contract as it fills. So I kind of stretch the skin a little bit, just not to hurt them, just to make sure that the tape doesn't restrict it too much as it fills. But this is what I use. I have a pair of scissors. I use it to cut it, just to make sure that I get nice straight lines. Put it on the does. Obviously, it worked really well because the last time I tried to tape, the baby got the teats off, or the tape off the teats almost every night, which is super frustrating. But the technique that I found worked really well, so I'll have to cover that technique. And yeah, it worked really well. It's gonna stay out here in my barn when I do my nighttime milking. As soon as I'm done nighttime milking, I will tape up teats again, and I'll show you how I do that.